One about a marketing strategy that never fails for us. So if you're doing marketing, online marketing, you're an entrepreneur, you're a coach, you're selling products or services online, uh, that I think you're going to find this strategy to be really valuable for you. First of all, before we get into it, this is my page over at resellertoolkit.com/70K. It is my freebie, how I sold 70,000 digital products online with free advertising. And you can go over there right now and get it for free. So what I want to do is just go ahead and dive into this marketing strategy and tell you a little bit of a story. So I have a good, I'll illustrate it with a story, all right? So I have a friend who I feel has become a good friend, and he had he did a really great, fantastic job of promoting my product recently and had a launch. And I promised him I'd promote the launch. I had a few days when I didn't sleep good. My wife has a lot of things going on, and I had things going on, and I neglected to promote it. Right now, I owe him an apology. Really great guy, right? Now, but here are my insights. Marketing strategy that never fails is always thinking. Dale Carnegie said it many years ago, how to win friends and influence people. Always think from the other person's point of view. Number one. Number two, incentivize from the point of view. Number three, be politely persistent. So let's dig into these three methods right here. So number one is to always think from the other person's point of view. So he asked me to promote. He sent over the promotional info. I was busy. I had stuff going on. I neglected to promote. Now, if he's thinking from the other person's point of view, right, then he knows, regardless of whether I'm busy or not, I'm in business. This is my business, so I need money. I want money, right? And so one thing that he could do is just, instead of being extremely persistent and like annoying, just send over the revenue per hops to the EPCs and be like, hey man, I just wanted to drop you over the current EPCs on the launch. If you need any swipes or anything, let me know. So do you see how swipes, that saves me time if I don't have time to write anything. And let me turn up our little light here. Whoops, that's down. Sorry about this, guys. I'm going to turn it up here. I was like a little bit dim. I don't know why. So he knows that money's important. So he sends that little message over. It's very polite. It's non-intrusive. And then so think from the other person's point of view. Think from their interest. In the old days, we called it with them. What's in it for me? But now number two, incentivize from their point of interest. So he sent me over a swipe, right? Now, the next message could be like this. Hey, I just sent out this email. It got a 7.5% response. And I know you're busy there. You got a lot going on, but if you have time to mail it, you might want to use this swipe because it did gangbusters for us. So that's appealing to my purpose for being in business, making money, right? But do you see how he's serving instead of pushing? And do you see the difference there? See, you want to serve. You don't want to push. By the way, shout out to all of my people, my Facebook group. If you're on, give me a shout out. If you're over on LinkedIn, give us a shout out. Twitter, Facebook page, wherever you are, let me know that you're watching. Give me your name. I'll give you a shout out on the screen here. And so incentivize from their point of interest, right? Incentivize from their point of interest. Like if there's, and then the third step is be politely persistent. So his price went up on the 10th. This is the 14th. I missed it by 4 days. I'm still going to mail it, but I missed it. But what he could have done that would have been very appropriate and not overly persistent by any, not annoying by any stretch of the imaginations is, hey Marlon, just want to, or hi Marlon, just want to let you know the launch price doubles or goes up $5, $10 or whatever on the 10th. And so it's a good incentive to let your list know about, to give them some urgency to act. And you might want to mail it now just so that your customers can save money. Do you see how that incentivizes like my interest, my self-benefit, the interest and the benefit to my customers? Does that make sense? So these are the 3 steps. The thing that never fails is always thinking in terms, acting in terms of the other person's point of view, the other person's interest. Then number 2, incentivize from that standpoint. And again, incentive can be something really small, like here's a swipe that worked, that got this percentage of response for us or whatever, or just even here's our stats. We've been getting, $4.50 EPC or revenues per hop or whatever your terminology is, right? And then number 3 is be politely persistent. Now, this applies not just to recruiting JVs or asking friends to mail for you. In this case, I'm a friend. It applies not just to asking friends to mail for you, but in marketing and selling anything, you always want to do, most people, I think, don't spend much time thinking about the other person's interests, the other person's point of view. And that's your starting point. Then second, you want to do what you can to incentivize their self-interest, right? What's in it for them? And then number 3, be politely persistent. So maybe somebody opts in, like I have my reseller toolkit.com/70K. Maybe somebody opts in for your free report. Well, how do you then incentivize their, so they're interested in selling a lot of products. Well, how do you incentivize that? Well, you can send some follow-up emails and maybe you have a checklist. Maybe you have a spreadsheet. Maybe you have a little how-to video on something that's working really well for you. This is incentivizing them to read your emails and so forth. And then you can politely say, by the way, if you're interested in our latest offer, we have these bonuses and you need to act before this time frame, something like that, right? And then politely persistent, you send some follow-up emails and maybe increase the heat on the deadline or the scarcity, right? Until maybe you close out the sale. So I hope this is useful to you. It works for anything. You're never going to lose out by thinking in terms of the other person's interest instead of your own, right? You're never gonna lose out. And in fact, I heard a line once that was really good. Like, let's say that you screwed up with someone, and what what you say is, well, what can I do to make it up for you, to make it up to you? And the reason that works is because it's thinking in terms of the other person's interest, right? Well, what could I do to make it up? Just a little thought there. All right, guys, and gals, that's all I've got today. Hope this is useful to you. If you watch this and you got a good idea from it, let me know. If you watch on replay, type replay. If you watch it live, type live. If you watch it at the bitter end, type bitter end. Let me know what you would like me to talk about. Let me know if you have a question you want me to answer. There's some topic you want me to cover. All right, you all have a great day. Bye for now.